community. People see how they got to Jos and they kept killing. The same thing in Kwara. When they were in Kwara, they just kept killing and killing and killing until the whole people in Kwara ran away from Kwara State. So if we're thinking that all these patterns that we are pointing out here, that is being exposed, are just mere words because of the fact that we don't like Fulani, which we agree we don't like Fulani. Just look at every other communities that things that has happened. The attacks on Christian is systematic. There is no two ways about it. They have a pattern. Like Tutor was pointing out, you never hear the over 22 terrorist group fighting each other. They maintain that goal. The end of the whole thing for them is the jihad, the conquest. If you are a Biafran and you don't see the need for us to fund our liberation, what is happening, what you see happening everywhere in the north today, will happen in our place. It has happened already. It's been happening. In Ozowani, there is slaughter of our people. Slaughter of our people. And people still wait for it to happen. Is it until it happens to your family that then you believe that these things are happening? In Ebony State, that is how they're killing people. We've got to understand why we need to do what we're supposed to be doing. Why are we here? Why are we here? If you are not here to restore Biafra, then what are you doing here? But if you are interested in restoring Biafra and in making sure that our people are protected, what are you doing? Collectively, we can achieve these goals. Some of our people who are living in the cities, or some of those who are living in diaspora, and you've moved your families to the big cities and you think it is all over. I want to remind you, just a few days ago, the Nigerian government and their prodigal sons, they were displaying to us military kits as they got it from the Nigerian military barracks or supplied to them. And after showing you the offload of the kits, they show you people who are already kitted in them. How can you differentiate these people who have military regalia and the soldiers if you were walking around in our land? You know, our people are living in the mercy of these terrorists, but they don't even know it. Today, the different terrorist organizations in Nigeria have Nigerian military regalia, military truck, guns, everything out, kits the way they can kit. So they can literally drive into your community and you don't know it. Now, when you say this, people will tell you, oh, it cannot happen. But it just happened in Jos. In Jos, people were talking, we heard people saying that there were soldiers that came on trucks and they were shooting on the air, stopping people from attacking the terrorists that just slaughtered their people. few days after that, they are showing you videos of the consignments, the inventories that they are taking after they are overrun, after they overrun military barracks. So you that is in Port Harcourt, Iguota, you that is in Old Imo State, Anambra, Enugu, you that is in our land, that is feeling that everything is okay because you go to your shop in Abuja and you make 1 million naira every day, that you can afford not not to give it up. You have terrorists living amongst you. And the Afghanistan takeover is the style, is what, what they're going to experience in Nigeria. One day you're going to wake up and the military leadership in Asara is Boko Haram. They will consolidate the 22 different terrorist organizations under one in a split second. I promise you all. And they are already in charge of Nigeria and they can declare any kind of war against all of you. Before the rest of the world responds, they would have slaughtered you like. You know, these people are the same Ayatollah regime that killed over 40,000 people in the space of 3 months. I hope you know. But these ones are deadlier than that one, than the Ayatollah regime. I don't know if people are aware of this. So when these guys are going to take over Asorok and they're going to unleash whatever it is that they're going to unleash on all of you, it's going to be like the world has never ever seen before. Because they have surrounded you everywhere. So as a Biafran, your number one duty is to make sure that you're providing security for our people back home. So if you're in diaspora, if you're in back in homeland, you should make sure that you are doing something, contributing in one way or the other towards the liberation of Biafra. It's no longer a question of ifs and buts. This is a duty. Duty calls on all Biafrans. At this point, we are duty bound to make sure that we are providing security for our people back home. And in order to be able to do that, fund Biafra Republic government in exile and the de facto government in homeland to be able to provide this security. This is no longer about people in 5 people you gather 10 people in your community and you call them security. This is no longer that time. You know why? Those people you're going to gather as your security in your community, those Fulanis already know them one by one. They already know each and every one of them. They've been scouting and going around our communities, but we called on you guys, everybody kept quiet. Now that we're calling on people to do their, be patriotic and pay liberation tax, be concerned and give us an IOU loan. Say that money you want to use and build that upstairs back home. Bring it. That money you're saving to use and travel back home for Christmas. Give us that money as IOU loan. Skip a Christmas for the sake of Biafra. That money you are hoping to spend to buy a plane ticket, give it to us as an IOU loan. Skip a celebration because of Biafra. For the sake of over 3.5 million children that were starved to death, skip a meal. They were starved to death. Skip a meal for them. Be it once a week that you want to do it, be it once a day you want to do it. Because our website is open 24/7. But at this point, We must do whatever we have to do to restore Biafra, to defend the lives of our aged parents, our children, the future of Biafra. We must do everything to protect them. Hello, everyone. Tutor, I'll be hanging out here with you today. Um,
Yes, sir.
if you do not convert, all those little Fulani boys that you saw their video not quite long, cutting people up like the way we used to kill chicken when we were little growing up back home, that's going to be the fate of your families back home. So when we're talking to you that is living in diaspora and you think that these guys, they have too much time in their hands and that's why they're doing all of this, I promise you, when it's going to start happening and those tears that you're going to try to cry, it's going to turn into spicy, the hardest spicy you would have ever felt in your eyes. It's not going to come out as tears. You will not have any right to cry for anybody that dies in our land if you refuse to do what you're supposed to do. I don't know.
Dalo, our COS, our spine in the space. Thank you so much. We love you. And I really appreciate that submission that you gave. You know, there was one person in this space. Let me just address him. Um, you've been looking for my attention, and I'll give it to you because I know um, we all that have gathered here, we will reset your brain cells and it will make sure the cells divide again to restore the lost ones. Nwekesi, that is your name. You were in this space when we started, and I know that you are from Orabu Fulani. But before I waste my time, let me announce donation first. Oh my goodness me. Eze Bina, one of Biafra land. Chai, he has given us 10,000 AJ. Thank you, Eze Bina. Let me write your name first. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Eze Bina, 10,000 AJ. Oh. Thank you, thank you. We really appreciate this donation. So Nweke say, I don't mind wasting. I'm not wasting. I'm investing because I know it's going to bear fruit. You are a gullible follower of Orabu Fulani. I will address. I'm not going to be angry with you. I'm not going to abuse you because we want you all to come back to where you belong. Except you are a Fulani blood, and I can see your profile picture. You are using a picture of a lion, and you don't resemble a lion. That is just the detesting part of you. So is this what you left the space to come and do? Yeah, you left the space to come and write that USB is the only way. Only way to where? Have you not heard that Orabu Fulani, your madam, has abandoned Biafra to go and contest election in Georgia? Are you not aware of that? Okay, maybe she has not made you to understand what she has done. She will come and garnish it, sugarcoat it, and it will sound very sweet in your ears. I know you are in the anonymous section listening. I want you to know that you cannot carry two things in your hands and climb the ladder. Ngozi Orabu Fulani has been looking for a way to abandon USB charger because she cannot deliver. She cannot destroy Brigi. And a right opportunity has come. Her advisors have advised her to contest election in Georgia. So the next thing you will hear from her, she will tell you, see, I have to focus in this election, focus very well, so that once I am elected as a senator, I can sit with Donald Trump and drink tea. And then from there, I'll be discussing Biafra. That is her plan. And she will hand over that position to any other person that will be ready to accept. And then that time you'll be looking for the title to give to that person. It will now be deputy, what is the other one? DPM, deputy prime minister. That is what will happen very soon. So the earlier you know that you have been deceived by this woman, I think you are the only one still hanging, paging on her shoulder. The earlier you leave her, the better. So you are very, I don't want to abuse you. Today is Saturday. I'm very, very civil. I'm very, very nice today. I don't want to abuse anybody. But don't come to my inbox and drop anything with USB charger. My phone is still having full battery. So I don't need a charger now. Orabu Fulani, USB is the only way, and each time we on our space, you are always here. Why are you always here? Why don't you go to your spaces? So something is bringing you to Briggy, and you come here, you learn a lot. So you are always welcome. Come and learn. One day, your senses will come back. You will stay for the first 30 minutes. When you hear the orientation, hear the speech from different speakers, you will just vanish. You are always the third person to join our spaces. I've been looking out for you. So I will not abuse you. So if you know what you're supposed to do, you do it. Come back home. Orabu Fulani has abandoned all of you. She cannot deliver. Yes, her mission has finished. Her mission was to collude with Finland government to jail our prime minister. And she has succeeded to do that. And also to bring division, like one of you now that you don't still want to repent. So I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Next time you want to come to my inbox, I want you to come with your receipt. Then I'll know how serious you are for your freedom. Drop your receipt. Then I'll respond to you the way I should. But today, I don't want to abuse anybody. We are here for serious business. Thank you so much. I see you always. Thank you. I wanted to answer that young, whether man or woman, I don't know. I'm still coming back to play the latest news. Mama, welcome. Your hand is up. Welcome.
Thank you. I wanted to ask you, whom are you talking to? Let me know. Is it what's his name?
Wait. Nweke, she's a member of Orabo Fulani.
Get the
Nweke
name well.
UC.
Let's know him
Nweke
so to know
UC.
him. Okay.
NWEKE. And then space UC.
Mm,
Nweke UC.
okay.
So I'm very nice with the person today. I don't want to abuse anybody. I'm not in the spirit to abuse, but the spirit will soon enter
But
me.
have you seen the news that is going viral now? That in the USB sovereign nation of Ngozi, the governor of Enugu State and the deputy governor of Ikemba State have been reportedly taken away by Nigerian DSS. Okay, now have you heard it? Ngozi
I'm,
keep on.
I'm seeing it in the comment section.
That's where I'm reading it from. Ngozi keep on bringing the two legs of our people, and they are getting killed and arrested. Run away from Ngozi. She's a terrorist. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mama. You know, we have our own here that is always following them like fly, bomber to bomber. Now, this should be Ugochukwu, Ugochukwu and Augustina. They're the ones that always give us babes. What is that? These people can pursue them. These people can pursue them. They always give us updates. Thank you so much, Ugochukwu. Yes, I hope Mweke UC and all other people still hang with Orabu Food. It's not the first time our people have been arrested. It's not the first time, and it will not be the last. We told them, they refused to listen. So that is their cup of tea. We have to forge ahead. So, what does it mean? Our COS broke it down, what it means to convert or die. Yes, Ancestral, you are on mic. Do you want to say anything? Ancestral, we can't hear you. Can anybody hear me? Maybe it's from my side.
I can hear you.
Okay, so it's from his side. Oh yeah, when you are ready, you let us know. Then I will mute myself. So, for me, in addition to what our CEOs have said, convert or die, it means to me that we will kill you. We will burn your churches. We will kidnap your children. We will slaughter your family unless you renounce your faith in Jesus Christ and convert to Islam. This is very, very authoritative. Convert or die. Convert or die. If a terrorist group told the Jews, for example, in Europe, to convert or face attack, the world would erupt immediately. Not to talk of telling a Buddhist in China to convert or face attack. The world will react. If a terrorist group now told, let's say, Hindus in India, convert or face attack, the world will immediately condemn it. But now, Boko Haram is telling Christians in Nigeria to convert or die, convert or face more attack, and the world is silent. Ancestral, please, when you are ready, you let me know. The Vatican is silent, United Nations is silent, the Western media is silent, everyone is silent about it. Now, the latest news is that these terrorists have blocked Maiduguri Damaturu Highway today as we speak in this place. They have blocked the highway and they are protesting the regular military airstrike in the region. They are protesting that government is attacking them. Now, when I saw it in the news, I'm like, oh, so they even came out. They had the guts to come out and protest. The same Maiduguri that James Raw went to few weeks ago, that Danish filmmaker, and recorded Boko Haram a repentant terrorist in their rehabilitation camp. Remember, we spoke on this few days ago, that they have not repented. The same Maiduguri that man said that it is the deadliest place for Christians to live. It is where these people are protesting right now, that government should not carry out airstrike, military airstrike in that region again. They don't want. Now I'm asking, so if they have gathered there to protest against the government attacking them, why can't they bomb them in that place if they were serious? Why can't they bomb them? Does it mean they have not seen them? They have seen them. Why are they dodging from bombing them? Why have they not gone to kill them as they've been killing Biafrans when we protest? Why have they not gone to kill them as they've been killing our women when they come out and protest that their children have been killed by these terrorists? Why are they looking the other way around? Because these are terrorists. They have been paid and they have kept them for the rightening time for them to come out and attack Christians. Now, you see, this Boko Haram that we are talking about today, Ancestral, let's know when you are ready. They have carried out coordinated raids on Christian villages in Chibok in January 2025. And we saw a lot of eyewitnesses report from that region. And in this February 2026, fighters that has been linked to ISWAP have killed more than 500 Christians, burning their homes everywhere. And the same ultimatum has been given by these people. Now, you may be now asking, say, okay, we've been hearing this. We know that they've been killing people. We know they've been burning houses. We know they've been kidnapping. We know they've been raping. We know they've been doing this. We know they've been doing that. I want to let you know that this threat is different. It is totally different from all other killings. It is different. Boko Haram has killed Christians before. Yes, we know. Thousands of them. But they have never issued a blanket ultimatum. That is why this one is different. They have never issued this blanket ultimatum to all Christians in Nigeria before. So this is escalating. We know they've been killing, we know. Previous attacks were always framed as responses to military operations or as random act of terror. This ultimatum is framed as a religious war. That is the difference. A demand for mass conversion or mass death. Other ones were just community killings, road abduction, kidnapping here and there. But this one is a blanket that they have spread out on all of us. Every Christian is not Christian in Borno or Christian in Adamawa. No, on all Christians in Nigeria, convert or die. So it is a religious war. And one idiot is messaging me that USB is the only way. Way to destruction. I say I don't want to abuse you. Today I'm very, very civil. I'm in the spirit. So I don't want anything to contaminate. I don't want anything to contaminate my spirit this night. That is what is playing out. This is what genocide looks like in its early stages. And let me tell you, in my understanding, there is a pattern that is historical. Now, like, I had to put this into stages. And I had stage 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, what I put as stage 1, when I looked at the pattern, I said, okay, stage 1 now, terrorists have issued an ultimatum to all of us. What did the government do? The government does nothing about it. And the next stage is international community stay silent, which is what they are doing. And then the fourth one, attacks begin, and then it will escalate. And the fifth one, thousands will die. Now we are at step 1. I may be right, I may be wrong, but this is the way I am seeing it. That we are now at step 1. What we do now determines whether we get to step 5. I don't know if I'm making some sense here. We are at step 1. They have given us that blanket ultimatum. It's better you convert now or die. Not Biafrans or Christians, Biafrans alone. Every Christian in Nigeria. Even those of us in Obodo Yibo, when you travel back home, you are part of it. You are included in this. So we are at stage 1, step 1 right now, which they have issued that ultimatum. And we know the step 1 will go with step 2, that the government will not do anything. In fact, the government will go now and beg them, like those of them that have come out now to protest and say, stop carrying out a strike on us, stop bombing us. The government will go and compensate them. They will tell them, sorry, you know, in a let me not talk, let me keep quiet. So the government now will go because I don't know how I'll translate it in English, so I better keep quiet. The government will go and pamper them, say, okay, don't worry. Oh, take, what do you want? This is the time you see Gumi will go and negotiate behind and say, oh, you made my brothers, you made our prodigal son, you made our clients, you made our troublemakers to come out and cry that you've been bombing them, you've been killing them. We tell you negotiate. Oh yeah, now bring money for negotiation, because what they want to explode now, you will not be able to withstand it. The killings will increase, and the government, who has already increased their funding to 115 billion naira, is going to double it, because it is a strategy for them to raise money. If it wasn't a strategy, why has the government not go there to engage them? So it's a way of funding them again. It's a way of bankrolling them. They know what they are doing. So stage 1 and step 2 goes together. And likely step 3, because international communities, you will not do anything. They are the ones funding them. Yes. So we are almost at step 5. Step 4 has already started. So we are almost at step 5. So what we do now, we as Biafrans will determine if we will still be in Nigeria to get to step 5. You get what I'm saying? So if you are sitting on the fence saying it doesn't concern me, it will concern you. It is coming. So this warning they've given to you, this ultimatum, is either you leave Nigeria, or you convert, or you die. They did not even bring their jizya attacks here in this one. No. 2, it is discontinuous. So there are no intermediates in the conditions that they've given to you. So discreet. So either you convert or you die. So there's no option now in this current ultimatum that they've given for you to pay your jizya tax. No. So it is no more a child's play. The government is not ready to stop it. They are not ready. The government that is supposed to be stopping this terror is at the same time enabling them. They are funding them and they are protecting the structures which it continue to operate, and that structure is what? Operation Safe Corridor. I'm not making any political accusation. No, it is documented. Whatever we say here, we have facts. As the killings are going on, the Nigerian terrorist government have not said anything. Nothing. The same government that deploys military to Biafra territory, where there is no terrorism, cannot seem to find the resources or the urgency to respond to a terrorist ultimatum against millions of Christians. The same government that signs defense contract with Turkey, signed defense contract with UK, cannot protect its citizens, Christian citizens, from a group who are strangers. Fulanis are strangers in Nigeria. They are not indigenous people. These people have been operating there for the past 15 years, and the government cannot do anything. Instead, the government is romancing with them. When Boko Haram threatened Christians, the government is slow to respond. The government underfund military response. But when we, Biafran people, seek self-determination through peaceful legal means, what do? Hey, hell will break loose. They will deploy military operations within weeks. Weeks serve is too much. Within days, everywhere in Biafra land will be flooded, especially now that they're beginning to sell their military uniform by the roadside. Just walk and pass, you buy one. So they're making life to be very easy for the terrorists. Well, new military uniform folded into nylon, you pay, you carry it. So you'll not be able now to even differentiate between original, the real primary military person in Nigeria, and a terrorist, because everybody is wearing the same uniform, carrying the same AK-47. Anyway, the one that will make you to differentiate between Nigerian military is the weapon somehow, because their own weapon will be filled with rust, while the terrorist own will still be very new and sophisticated. That will be the only difference. But for appearance, physical appearance is the same. They are wearing the same uniform, both police, both army, whatever, anything wearing uniform. And Musa is the one giving them this uniform. Now, if you now go to the meaning of international law, how they define genocide, let's even see, do we match it as they have defined it as act committed with intent to destroy, in whole or in part, a national, ethnic, racial, or religious group? Please, I need help. I did not go to school. I want to ask a question from that angle. By that definition, is genocide happening in Nigeria? By the definition of genocide, according to international law, let's break it down. He said, act committed with intent to destroy. Let's break it down. Who is free, please? Does this definition, the first part of it, does it align to what is happening in Nigeria? Let's look at it. First part, act committed with intent to destroy.
Can I answer?
Mama, go ahead. Intent to
Yes,
destroy. Is it happening?
yes. Is terrorism happening in Nigeria with this definition? Because if it's an act of intent, that is, they planned it. They have the intentions. They are coming out to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And then a gift also will be given to them in their paradise. So they planned it, they know it, and this is why even for women, the Muslim women in Nigeria will go and dash and hand over willingly their children to this Islamic caliphate. You understand? And these people in turn would give them money. Sis, they give these families money because they know they have sacrificed. It's like a sacrifice unto their God. So they give their sons, they give their daughters over to the caliphate, and the caliphate will now use them to do this war. And these Boko boys will sit down, plan it, It's not something they just woke up and begin to do. No, 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 no. And their intention is to kill, to steal, and to destroy. Thank you. I hope I've been able to answer your question a bit.
Yes, Mama. You are absolutely correct, because for me, genocide is not a thought. Mba. It is not a thought, neither is it a feeling. It's not. It is so concrete. It's a very concrete actions out there. And because why do I say it is concrete? Because these are things that can be documented. These are things that can be counted. And it can also be testified to in a court of law. And I want to use, how will I even put it? You just renew the idea I had upstairs, and I just want to connect it to Biafra situation right now. It just entered my head. You know that that starvation of Biafran children during that war was an act. It was an act. It was an act, very clear one, very concrete one, premeditated act. Even the burning of churches is an act. So it's not rumor. Thank you so much, Mama. Now let's go to the second part. Let's see. Please, if you are in this space, today is not a passive listener space. So we need people to pick up the mic. Let's break this thing down. Me, I did not go to school. Now, let's look at the second part. The second part said, in whole or in part. I think we can join it together, because they are breaking it down. As I said, act committed with intent to destroy. Now, this part now is about what is to be destroyed. How will they destroy? In whole or in part? A national, ethnic, racial, or religious group. Did I get it right? After defining that it is an act committed with intent to destroy. Now, how will they destroy it? In whole? Are they going to destroy in whole? In a whole community? Are they going to destroy in part? Is it from the northern part, or is it only the western part or southern part? A national, ethnic group, racial, or religious group? Because who will answer this one? I don't
Please,
want to
I
answer.
stepped out a moment. Please, can you repeat your question? So,
Okay, the question is, after knowing the meaning, international law, what it defines genocide to be as a act committed with intent, which you have explained, intent to destroy. And now the second part is laying emphasis on how will they destroy the. Okay, let me read the full meaning. International law definition for genocide is act committed with intent to destroy in whole or in part a national, ethnic, racial, or religious group. So is this applicable in Nigeria right now? Is it applicable if we say in whole, according to this topic and according to what the jihadis had released, the ultimatum, in whole, are they going to destroy the whole Nigeria? Is genocide happening in the whole Nigeria? True or false?
true. It's happening in the whole Nigeria.
Thank you. So are they targeting any ethnic group?
Can I answer?
Go ahead, Mama.
You see, they are targeting all the ethnics, but particularly Christians and the unserious Muslims. You understand? They are targeting everybody because you see, they have two intentions: to displace, and also to force you to be converted or you die. Because they themselves, the Fulanis, they don't have a country of their own. So they are using one bird, one stone to kill two birds, to displace the Nigerians, also to force them to be converted to Islam or die. So it involves all the ethnics, but particularly to the Christian religion people. Thank you.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you so very much. They have given us a blanket ultimatum which covers the whole, because it is not part. So far as they have said, all Christians convert to Islam or die. To all Christians in Nigeria. So we put a tick. This is for the whole Christian in Nigeria. So it is not a part, it is not a national. And then when we now look at those that make up this Christendom, is Biafra. Biafrans are the one making it up, making up that Christendom. Biafrans. So what has happened in Nigeria by definition is genocide. And the intent is very, very clear. Boko Haram wants to eliminate Christianity from Nigeria. That is the target, and they're not missing it. And their leadership has said it so publicly. Their actions have demonstrated it repeatedly. And now with this ultimatum, they have stated it explicitly: convert or die. That's it. And we have evidence to this. They are using the rehabilitation program that returned terrorists to the bush. They are using that, the Operation Safe Corridor, which was designated as a rehabilitation program for Boko Haram fighters to surrender. James saw it. I really love the documentary that James Raw did when he traveled to that Borno state. And he said he almost lost his life. He documented everything. And the man said, this is not rehabilitation. It is a revolving door of terror. Go and watch the video. It is a revolving door of terror. That the men passing through the program, what he found, they return to the bush when outside support ends. When the money they've given to them ends, when the food they've given to them ends, they all return to the bush. And then they rejoin Boko Haram. That the repentance label the Nigerian government stamp on them does not reflect any genuine transformation. I'm quoting his word. Because why? He is reporting what he saw when he visited them. And independent researchers have also confirmed the same thing, that the program lacks funding. But they are not aware that Nigerian terrorists have been receiving funding from European Union and every other Western country, UK and the rest of them. But the money is in their pockets. They are living large according to Gumi. Exorbitant lifestyle. So when all these resources and the what will I even call it? All the provisions that they have made to transform the lives of these boys, when that finishes, these boys have nothing to work on, they have nothing to eat, nothing. They will go back to Boko Haram and say, it was better for us to be kidnapping people and collect ransom than to stay here abandoned by the government that promised us heaven and earth. I don't know if you are hearing me. So that is what has happened. And a few weeks ago, I think that was March, between this March and April, they have graduated how many? 990 repentant Boko Haram members. Yesterday, what did we see? I think 740 something. You could see the faces of all papas. I'm like, are these Boko Haram? Have they really repented? These are all elderly men. Excuse me. They give them cash when they graduate, unquote. They give them equipment. They also carry out vocational training. And one of such vocational training is to teach them how to handle AK-47, how to fly fighter jets. So once they finish, when they graduate, the governors of Southeastern region will now demand, tell Ali, oh yeah, send them to Biafra land. These are the people that are slaughtering our brothers and sisters in Enugu. And every Biafra territory, they are the ones. We have a lot of evidence to show that Nigerian terrorist government, they are complicit in killing Christians, using their terrorists, using their Islamic fighters, using their Islamic squad to kill our people. Because their defense minister said it from their defense headquarters. He said it. I heard it. The video is still there in 2025. He confirmed that Boko Haram and ISWAP has been receiving substantial funding, foreign funding, and logistic support that has sustained the operation for over 15 years. That is what Musa said. It was Musa that said it. I'm not the one that said it. And we also heard when US Republican Congressman Scotty Perry said it, that US fund, US aid, was also being used to fund Boko Haram. A lot of funding. Every week they are getting funding. Every week they are getting funding. So why won't it escalate? So they get this funding. What do they do with the funding? They use it to buy more weapons. What of all the exit permit that you are paying to them? If you want to carry out fishing in the Chad region, you pay. They are collecting tax. Everything these people are collecting. And a few days ago, I was asking, when I read the news, I'm like, I don't know if you also read the news. Maybe you can pick up the mic and give us more point in it. I didn't just have time to spend going through reading the news that the Nigerian authorities have announced that they were freezing assets of 48 terrorism financing suspects linked to Boko Haram. Did anybody read that news? Did anybody come across that news?
I didn't see it myself.
Yeah, I saw it in the news headline that they are freezing 48 terrorism financing suspects linked to Boko Haram, ISWAP, and other groups.
And you believed it?
Like,
That's a takia. Nothing
that's
will
very.
stop this Islamic jihad. You know it. I can't hear your voice again. Or is it me?
Sorry, I didn't know I was muted. I was still talking. I muted when you were talking that I didn't want it to echo. So that is the news. And the international community are still funding these people. So we have a lot of proof to this. And you know what? Let me play music, this small music before we start. Because we want to go into something else. We have proof. Oh. We have proof. From Houston lights to Johannesburg streets across the yeah. This is from our Voice of Biafra TV. Let's keep it. Why is it doing like this now? Kenyan courts have testified, the United Nations has amplified. Truth cannot be chained or bound. Freedom's voice will shake the ground. Can you hear it? The sound of a people rising. Can you feel it? The weight of justice calling. Occupy Biafra everywhere. Raise your voices in the air until KANU is released. Our call for justice will never cease. Occupy Biafra loud and clear. Freedom's morning is drawing near until KANU is released. Our voices rise eternally. Freedom, freedom, let it go. Yes, that is from Voice of Biafra TV. Guinea, talented Biafrans. Hey, we love our people so much. Okay, is anybody speaking before we move on? Please send me your receipt if you have made any pledge yesterday. And today, if you want to support our space donation, kindly do so. I will only announce those that have received their receipt. And then there's the information here. US Town Hall meeting will take place on the 26th of April. US North and South Town Hall, 26th of April. And then we have Ebonyi Town Hall meeting 10 of May. So US Town Hall meeting will take place before Ebonyi Town Hall meeting. You are all invited. That is the latest information, and today is our fundraising. You see, this is one thing we'll say. We'll be hosting space. Mama Stella, our space will not exceed 1 hour. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm listening.
Yeah, because people don't want to speak, but they want us to host spaces.
That's the problem.
That is the problem. You will talk and talk and talk. Okay, so let's look at my work is to talk now. But as I'm talking, please be dropping a jar and a gem. Hey, okay, let's look at how this machine really work. Oh, how these people work together. This was investigated by Global Security. This is what they found out. And I said, okay, let me share it with Biafrans. Maybe this will awaken them for them to know what is happening. So we need to understand, we have to just go into the mechanics of how Boko Haram survives, how they grow, and how they sustain themselves. But because until you understand the machine, you cannot understand why the terrorist government response has been so inadequate. They don't want to stop this. So that's what I want to discuss now. Please, if you have anything to chip in, feel free. Now, this investigation was carried out, and it is in stages. I will try and see how I can summarize it, because today is our fundraising. We still have a second audio from the one we listened to yesterday. Mama, we are going to we are going to play immediately and finish this one. Let us listen to the second bit. In fact, let me just play it so that we begin to prepare our minds towards. So we are not going to talk on that now. Let's listen to part two. Mm-hmm.
Let it be clear that Emma has persistently continued to pursue his act of sabotage, trying to hide information from Biafran people, especially the cabinet. This is a cabinet that PM himself established. The corruption is growing and growing and growing, and we are watching.
Did you hear?
Let it be clear that Emma has persistently continued to pursue his act of sabotage, trying to hide information from Biafran people, especially the cabinet. This is a cabinet that PM himself established. The corruption is growing and growing and growing, and we are watching.
Okay, so we will come back to that very soon. I just wanted you to cool down, release, calm down. We'll come back to that later. I pray that will permit us. So, let us start with something that should make all of us sit up as Biafrans. Nigerian armed forces are just on paper. It should have been the largest in all of West Africa. But it is only on paper. Why? Because the terrorists have killed all of them. They lost all of them to Boko Haram. They slaughter them every day. That is the problem that Nigerian military is facing today. Now, there is what is called SOFAN Center, which is a global intelligence, security intelligence organization. They carried out this analysis. They analyzed the conflict for government and international bodies. That is what they are good at. And they documented how massive embezzlement, corruption in equipment procurement, and terrible living conditions for frontline troops, and logistical sabotage have completely ruin Nigerian military's actual ability to hold its territory. So they carry out this investigation and then they realize these lapses that is occurring in the military or in the defense department, that they don't have enough equipment, they have embezzled money, corruption is on the high side, just like university have said that in their group. And where are they carrying out this corruption? In equipment procurement. So meaning that when they give them money to buy equipment for Nigerian army, those that still remain, they will squander the money. This is what this Global Security Intelligence Organization found out in their own defense, in Nigerian defense. And they say terrible living conditions. And we could hear a few days ago that a military man came out and lamented, they buy their uniform, they buy their boots. Now you see it. It is true. So their military are not well kept. That is why the terrorists always have, kill them. And because of this hollowing that is out there, there is a deadly pattern that has been repeatedly occurred across Borno State and has led to a lot of killings. Hold on, let me cut this call. Sorry, a call came in, so I had to disconnect it. So that is what has led to the regular killings. That is what has given rise to insurgency. Sorry, it entered again. I had to disconnect it. I don't have co-host, so please, if you are free, because that time my co-host would have taken it up from. So now, this has led to insurgents to identify a remote military base for them to keep on killing these soldiers every day. You know, they wound themselves, and most of these soldiers, they go months without salaries. And once this happens, no money, no food, they'll be forced to flee. And once they flee from their military camp, the terrorists will take over. That is what is happening right now. The terrorists will take over their camp. Not only taking over their camps, they will take over the apparatus as well, the equipment. So a Nigerian security researcher with good governance of Africa, his name is Malik Samuel, he put out this message precisely and said, as long as military bases, I'm quoting him, that is why I wanted to make a mistake there. He said, as long as military bases remain vulnerable to being overrun, ISWAP does not need to spend money buying arms. I don't know if you are making the connection. This man have studied them and know that once the terrorists attack any military camp, their target is to make the military run away. They have to flee, and once they flee, they run and abandon their weapons and they will pack it. So the man is saying, as long as military base remains vulnerable for terrorists to come in and kill them, ISWAP does not need to spend money buying arms. Do you get that? They don't need to spend money buying arms. They don't need a functioning arms procurement network anymore. They do not need a black market because they have the Nigerian military's own bases as their supply depot. So once they need people back, they just target one military base, go there. Use the one that they have to threaten them and scare them away. Then they pack the remaining ones. So every time a military a base falls, what is happening there? It is not merely a tactical defeat. No, it is a free weapon delivery to the terrorists. So the military base has become their depot, and they know exactly what to do. And when this is happening, you will not see Musa, you will not see Ribadu. Why? Because Ribadu is the one giving them intelligence to go. And also, the repentant Boko Haram that has been reintegrated into that same military base will be giving signal and sharing information. I'm not the one that said it. Governor of Borno State said it. Zulum. Did you see what is happening? So the Nigerian government is the one arming these people to kill Christians. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. And early March this year, jihadist group launched how many? 6 attacks over a single weekend in Borno. 6 and Yobe State. And they went away with trucks and military hardware from the bases they overran. What did they do? They displayed it publicly, what they have looted. When they displayed it, Nigerian military said, okay, let us also go to Biafra land. And they recycled a picture that they shared 5 years ago and said, oh, we have also gone to the camp of ESN. And this is what we have recovered. We saw machete that they used to cut periwinkle. We saw hunters gun. They displayed that. We said, look at what the terrorists have displayed that they packed from your military base. And look at what you are displaying, because anything that happens in Nigeria, if they don't link it to ESN, according to them, they cannot have peace. What a shame to the Nigerian terrorist government. These people displayed everything. Everybody saw it. They displayed all that they looted on video, and they couldn't do anything. ISWAP alone has overrun 15 military bases in a single year. Do you know what that means? 15 in a single year. And few days ago, who did they kill? Brigadier General. How many of them? As many as, I think, up to 6 or so. They know what they are doing. The governor has been crying. This thing is not working. Stop this operation. Stop this operation, safe corridor. It is not working. But they have refused to stop because they are making money from it. These people killed without confrontation. So soldiers were abandoning their post even before the fighting started. Can't you remember that was what happened in April 2025? The man said it, Zulum said it, that these people attacked their military base without confrontation. Without confrontation. So when once it just happened back and once military hear one gunshot, everybody will run kitty, 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 kitty. They abandon everything. They abandon their goalposts. They abandon their duty posts. Everything. They are running for their lives. Because they're always in panic. They don't have the same weapon that matches with the one the terrorists are carrying. So this is why we say no Biafra should join Boko Haram military. They will kill you. They will definitely kill you. If you don't, you can go and join and see it. If you don't, you can follow Peter Mba. He's telling you go and join. Edo State Governor is telling you go and join. But their children are not joining, they're in abroad. No one is joining. And there's a ghost army that they have. We have been hearing about Bakura. Bakura was the one that rebuilt Boko Haram from the inside out. Bakura did it. Till today, who has arrested Bakura? No one. You know, when Sheikh died in 2021, you remember how he died? Now, all of us remember how he donated a suicide vest to avoid being captured by ISWAP. And everybody expected that time that, oh, since this man has died, that you know, his factions will not be able to survive it. It will collapse permanently. But Nalayo, it did not collapse. Bakura came up. It did not collapse. He emerged from the shadow within months and said, we still there here. Why? Because they have an agenda. And that agenda is Islamization. And what he did with the organization he inherited was not a continuation of Shekau's model. No, it was a mutated one. He had to change everything to suit his own policy. And it was more strategic than that of a Shekau. And very difficult to destroy at the same time. You know, all these things get involved every day. New ideas. They're using technology. They're having international partners to guide them on what to do. So the most important window into this, how this Bakura actually operate comes from a commander. Listen, let me relax. Shekau, whether Shekau, they used to call him, committed suicide. He died when he was denoting wearing his what is it called, vest. Can you hear me? Because I want to break it down slowly.
Yes.
When he was denoting his suicide vest, because ISWAP wanted to capture him. Now, I don't know if you have paper, write the name because the name sounds familiar and similar. Now, the first name is Shekau. The first name is Shekau. Shekau was the founder of Boko Haram, in fact, the boss. Okay, so put there that he died in 2021, denoting a suicide vest to avoid being captured by ISWAP. Put that. The second key word here is Bakura. The second person is Bakura. Bakura took over from Shekau, but he now added more strategies to his own policy, and his team is so strong and difficult to destroy. Okay, we got that? Are you with me?
Yes.
Now, the third name that you have to write is Sadiku. Sadiku. Sadiku is the third name you have to write. Now, let me explain how these three people work together. Now, when Shekau was active, Shekau had prepared Bakura down, which is Bakura. He prepared him down to be the second in command in case anything happens to him. So when he denoted that suicide vest, he died, and Bakura took over. Point one. Now, Bakura set up his own structure, but then he still needed help. And Bakura did not know that Sadiku was also prepared by Shekau before he died, because Shekau had dispatched Sadiku into the forest. And this forest is near Nigerian capital city, Abuja, in 2014. So it is two-in-one preparation. He prepared Bakura to take over from him, and at the same time send Sadiku to the forest. Did you get that? I hope it's not confusing. I hope it's not confusing. Please, I need thumbs up so that I know if you are getting me or not. Okay, Mama Stella, yes, I know. What of those are not on mic? Are you getting what I'm trying to say here, if I'm making sense? Those in the listening section, or you are not there? Okay, bees. So it's only bees that understood. Okay, I want to say it again. Okay. Okay, so Shekau prepared two people. The first one was Bakura that took over from him. Thank you. And then the second one was Sadiku that he sent. He dispatched Sadiku to the forest in Abuja, very close to Abuja. Now, those are the two actors now, because Shekau had died. Now, we have these two people, these two actors. Bakuru set up his own operations, but he had to now depend on Sadiku, which Shekau had dispatched to the forest near Nigerian capital, Abuja. And the world has only recently understood the full significance of what that commander was known for. What was he really doing in the forest? What was he cooking in the forest? He said the research shows that he built what he built during a decade hidden in the trees. Only God knows what he was building that he had to hide them in the trees. So the Institute for Security Studies conducted an extensive investigation into this specific cell that this guy has been building in the trees in Abuja forest. When they interviewed them, they spoke to local victims. They sat down with women who had escaped after being forcefully married to these fighters. What they uncovered was not a military base. It was a complete reinvention of insurgency model. So Bakura, with the help of Sadiku, had to build up an insurgency model inside Abuja. And Sadiku's cell does not operate like the traditional Boko Haram. This Sadiku was the one that was sent to the forest. His own cell that he prepared, his own package, his own model is totally different from the traditional Boko Haram. So he made his own model to be flexible, because you have to study from what your boss did wrong and then improve on it so that you will have more members. Just like what we are doing in Brigi, we study from where our leaders made a little mistake and we augment and improve so that we get better results. Because if you don't go back and study, like Donald Trump said, that he sat down and reflected and said, oh, what really happened with NATO? He now realized that NATO abandoned him.
Can we
And it
refresh
is time
now?
for them
Refresh,
to,
refresh. If you are hearing me,
believe in
I want to
themselves
refresh,
and
please,
secure
so that
themselves
you share it
instead
to
of depending on
smaller
outsiders.
platforms.
So
No,
Sadiku built his own cell and
you
made
don't
it
want
a
me to
little
refresh.
bit
Write it on the
flexible, not
comment
as
and
rigid
wait for
as the
5 minutes.
traditional Boko Haram cell. Now, in his own, they still kidnap people for ransom. They still raid villages. So they justify extortion as taking the spoils of war from unbelievers. Now we'll be those unbelievers. And the detail here is that they also have sophisticated weapons. They also carry out sophisticated operations, but they tolerate local bandits. Boko Haram did not accept local bandits. But this one, Sadiku, after staying in the forest in Abuja since 2014, emerged after the death of Shekau. Now he made his own flexible and he started accepting local bandits. And he allowed
I
them to
see you.
use
If you're
drugs.
maximum, no, no.
He allowed them to drink alcohol.
Keep
But
sharing.
in the
Thank you.
traditional Boko Haram, it was haram. You cannot drink. And he allowed them to engage in other behavior that under normal Boko Haram doctrine, they will punish them. Either, it's punishable by death, all this drinking of alcohol and all that. So Sadiq will say, no, I need to accept all of them because I need numbers. Are you following me? And when they asked Sadiq, why are you not following the footsteps of your master? He said, no, give them time. The locals will change with time. Give them time. But right now, you know what? I need numbers to work with. I don't know if you are following me. I need numbers to work with right now. So allow them. So that was why his own system was not rigid. And it is working for him. So the local bandit now had a role to play. You know why? Because he needed to understand the terrain. So the job of the local bandit that stepped in was to now tell him, okay, we know this terrain. We have the knowledge of what is happening in Biafra land. We have the knowledge of what is happening in Benue State. We've studied everywhere. You see why he said, oh yeah, come. Even though you drink alcohol, come, no problem. I know with time you will change, but just come and give me the information that I need. So what did they give in exchange? They now gave them weapons that was shipped by this Bakura. Bakura now has also become Lord because Bakura now had to work with Sadiku. They now form a team. So they started giving weapons to these local bandits. They form alliance and they now control massive forests in Niger State. And Nigerian terrorist government, they know about it. They know, but they cannot do anything. They completely withdraw from that territory because of these people. Oh, I have a message here with a receipt. Uh-oh. Hold on, where did this flash? Is it in? Sorry, from Jane. Hold on, this is money. We have to pause and and that's money. Oh, okay, Toti. Let me check. Hold on, let's read the question out so that we can answer together. Okay. Good evening. Freedom is my right. Okay, can you please send me your receipt? Chinaza Ikpere, thank you so much. He has paid 4,000 AJ. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Sister Augustina, the way you've been giving me message in Telegram, just send the receipt there. Thank you so much. Thank you. Once you send it, I will update it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really appreciate your contribution. So, when this thing happened, the Nigerian terrorist military, Piam, after suffering repeated attack from these people, they completely withdraw from those areas and they left that place open for the terrorists to operate without contest. Nobody was contesting with them again. That is planning, because Shekau knows that he will not live long, and truly he did not live long. He had to die. You see? So for years now, Nigerians who live in the southwest could tell themselves that this was a nothing problem, because there was a Kwara massacre. And that ghost army that happened, that I've just finished talking about now, has reached southwest. It's not only ending now in north. Just like the Operation Safe Corridor that started from northeast, they have now expanded it to our own land. The same thing they're telling you, Sharia law is only for Muslims, but now they are applying it to everyone under the roof of Nigeria. So a Borno problem, something happening far away in different parts of the country, has ended up in the southern part as well. How many people were killed in Kwara? More than 100 were killed. Houses were burnt just because they refused Sharia law. They told them, you have to embrace Sharia law and reject Nigerian constitution. They said no. That was why they were killed. When the villagers refused, they attacked them, they killed them. They tied their hands and feet, and they started slitting their throat, burned their homes, their shops, everything. Why? Because the same comment that we Biafrans are saying today is what the Kwara people said. It will not reach our territory. It is happening in the northern state. So the Global Center for the Responsibility to Protect noted that in aftermath of this massacre, that Kwara State geographic position, I'm reading what the man wrote, Kwara State geographic position as a bridge. This is where it's coming to us, that Kwara State geographic position as a bridge between the northern and the southwestern Nigeria, that increases the risk that insecurity will spread further south. So they have climbed the bridge. Kwara now has become a bridge for the terrorists in the northern part to enter Biafra land. That is what the Global Center reported. They have used that bridge to enter Biafra land. It's not a speculation. It is happening. They're killing our people. And there's a commander now in Kwara State who came all the way from Niger. It is spreading it to Kwara State. Mala Mahmuda is the kingpin there, spreading it to Kwara State. And from there, that is how they got to Biafra land. They claim they arrested him in 2025. Have they not released him? They have released him because we've not heard anything after the arrest. They've not prosecuted him, nothing. So what began as a northeastern insurgency in Borno State has become a fully national armed network with alliances reaching deep into the Sahel. So you could see Sadiku now controls forest in Niger State. Mahmuda network now controls the one in Kwara State. Lakurua Group, which formerly pledged allegiance to Boko Haram in August 2025, they operate in Sokoto, Kebbi, and all other states. Now, these same people, they are now using Operation Safe Corridor to reintegrate them into the society and send them to Biafra land. Are you now seeing the pattern? Are you seeing the pattern of what is happening? So you understand Boko Haram machine, how it works now. The weapon looting cycle that has been happening every time. And Nigeria runs this program. They've given a name to integrate more. You know, James said it. And I will not forget what he said. This is a major problem in Nigeria. When Boko Haram fighters surrender, instead of prison, they are sent to rehabilitation camps. Sometimes only a week later they are released. No sentences, no justice, even though they made some of the most horrible crimes you can't even think of. Is this justice for victims? Many aren't reformed at all. I'm quoting what he said. And I met them later too. Still dangerous and unpredictable. They joined the so-called repentant groups, fighting their former friends only for food, money, or protection. When that support ends, they go back to the bush. Boko Haram takes them back. The terrorist life continues. That this isn't rehabilitation, it is a revolving door of terror. Did you hear that? A revolving door of terror. And he says something again, that they tried to stab him with a knife. The video is out there. If not that they stopped the guy, he would have stabbed him because he was so aggressive. Are you hearing me? You cannot kill movement, any movement, by killing its leaders. It is not possible. You cannot. I think I've seen somebody's requesting for mic. This should be Rastaman. Rastaman? Ancestral, are you there? Rastaman, I can't see you again.
I did here full ground.
Okay, you have the mic. Welcome.
Thank you, my sister. Before I even say something, yesterday the small contribution where me I make, I don't know why I know Fitz. I know Fitz said I wanted to send you the receipts for DM, but you know the Greek. I don't know why. I tried even Totiville if I could send it to Totiville. I don't know if they are blocking my site, my destiny somehow. I don't know. But maybe if you can try to send me message so that I can respond to you, you know. And if not, then you send me either WhatsApp number. I can send it to you through the WhatsApp or something.
Okay, let me. I will post my email here in the comment section. You can send it to my mail.
Okay. So, my sister, you know, today I was just seeing some things that our information minister posted. I say greetings to everyone, Stella, COS, Ancestral, Eunice, and you, and don't forget you too. I beg, I know if you call every name because I know say I don't want to stop tutors because when tutors they talk, you know, say na soaking, I go to soak in everything where she they talk. So make I just use the time and go waste time. Because today we know say no go stay long. But as I was just saying, waiting our information minister posted, one guy from the middle belt, after they talk, you see they talk, say this is a plateau state, a plateau government, they should do. I say after the guy don't see everything where you see. You know, say plateau government, na Nigeria government, and na Nigeria government, now them they harbor the terrorists. Well, they know, and because some of them they don't even know. I think say some of them you even mentioned constitution a while ago. Some of them don't even read into the constitution because if you check into the constitution, see say they get 72 times of Islam and Sharia. They understand say it is not is
sorry,
everybody.
Rastaman, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. No, I don't do this. Are you following
No
me?
one. Yes, naturally now they follow you. I don't go follow you. I decrease.
Are you also following 13?
I dey follow 30 now.
Then why can't you send message? Anyway, I've shared my email in the
I
comment.
don't
Go ahead.
know. Okay, so when I look, these people, they not even look into, because now the docility where we say the zoo don't put into their head, they affect people. Now, me I dey talk, I'm also for people where they say, where we say they awake. When I remember all these things, when I talk, I make people remember, so that it will give us more strength too, because I know if you blame people too much, because the contamination of zoologic republic mentality will touch some of us. And of course, the government, the terrorist government, definitely are not going to give you the real news. They're not going to tell you things what they say go make you do the right thing. So anything when they do now, the same their takia level, tell you, say something that means something different. If not, tell me, when you for Korokoro you are Korokoro I, then they carry Boko Haram, put them in the military, in the police. And when Boko Haram come kill you, go see say them they protect them. You see that they are protecting them, giving them shield, and securing them, that they don't do anything. And when people get up also to rise up against them, they say no, don't touch them, leave them, and all those things. Upon all these things, people will still be calling the same government to come and help them, the same Boko Haram, to come and help them from Boko Haram. It bleeds my eye, it bleeds my heart when I see all these things. But what we go do? Our leader were there for prison since 2012. He's been shouting it out. He made it very, very open about the jihad from 2015. Now it's 11 years, and he's still there. So we have to stay strong. And when we check what thing he don't go through, we not go, because sometimes these people they make you vex. Like you say okay, like Oyendo even said one time, if I allow him, we go just leave them, make them kill all of them. But he know say the thing where they don't do them. Person will be say he come physically, literally physically, they kill you. They even with machetes, they slaughter people's throats. Will be say no, they don't even want waste bullet. So person where they got that kind of mind, not to open mouth and deceive people with their takia and lie. Now they not go do. So my people, we go stay strong. They do what they do, because the docility they too much. It did too much. This is why they tell themselves, man, Danfodio get agenda since 1804. Said they want deep Quran for your backyard there, for Biafra land backyard, which is Atlantic. And the person they still say this what happened, it did for Sokoto. He still say they near them. Well, and you can see how long these people are preparing. And in that aspect, the docility make people come there inferior, because people where they won't conquer all your land, the same people where they do this and then go make you they fight your brother. They fight your brother when they still have AK-47 aiming at you and your brother. Then you are distracted from the main enemy. Now the same people, they go come tell people waiting them go do, they can't follow them. So that the war where we did, the war come, as our first prime minister used to say, now multi-dimension. They come with multi-dimension too, because they carry a psychological aspect, of course, which they started before most of us even get to know it, when they start with the history where they removed and all those things. So make we stay strong, go keep shouting, because some of them, not only when you hit them bad, then go know, say, this is where these people they talk all this while are true. In as much as some of them don't see, say, our leader NNAMDI KANU, after the whole thing don't happen, they come see and say, but this man talk about, but this man talk about, but still, they will still go back and begin, because they are scared of the terrorists. But the only chance where you get is for you to resist it, for you to go against it, because otherwise you don't get chance. You only buy time for them to buy the next person before they come reach you and they still buy you. Simple for them, because this is what the Quran called them to do. Quran and the Hadith tell them to do that. And our people, when we say them be Christian, I tell them, say, when they read their book of John chapter 16 verse 2, make them know, say, now the same people will be say for their congregation, for their outcalling, which is their church, they will bring them out of their church to buy them, kill them, burn down their church. That is what you see there. So our people will be say them be Christians, make they quote the chapter, what in Yeshua tell them, make now say these people, then go to say, then they do the work of God when they go to kill them. So this is what they do when they say Allahu Akbar. You know, so make we remind our people, maybe this one will make them understand, say, that the prophecy of the person what they believe in, now they come true. So maybe it go make them think twice. You know, see as the useless beast where they call Pope, where we not say for the revelation, that place is described in the revelation. Anyway, you know, see as that one come they talk, come they fool people. But I think say this thing will make people wake up too. People who don't feel them. I see a lot of people they respond to the man because people are waking up to jihad nowadays. You know, they like those days. People are waking up and every day people they wake up. So any person where this thing don't touch in family, touch very, very close, where they come tell them that kind of nonsense, he go wake them up by force. Our information minister said a while ago, if now make this thing they happen, make people wake up, or make it happen, or make they wake up. And I understand that very well. Because when would they shout? Every person for that contraption supposed to protest from NNAMDI KANU. I mean, some people will try the bit still. But it should have been more than that, because this man tell them, it's all about their lives. My sister may take and say, fund your life. Their friends make una they fund on a life. Oh. This one no be joke with the joke. No be joke. Fulani know the joke. AK-47 no sabi joke. GPMG, you know the joke. Now, boom, bye-bye, they no see you again. And you yourself know they think about virgin or 72 virgin where one girl get. So, make you not support our BDF. Even if you know be Biafran and you hear this thing, if na OAU, you no go be in vain. You go there proud to say you be person where be say you know they docile. Say you do the right thing at the right time. No be say you sit down the wait to make other people where be say they go use their head they think finish before you they look what the outcome go be. Make you be part of people where be say they go make decision in the right time. Because the same birthday waiting that's what I mean. Say emergency. They always take the great people or the warriors unaware. But in the same situation, now they go no person will be say they agile mentally. Person will be say if he think at the right time. No be say you go they wait when everything don't happen. Either if he's still there alive to see him. So no matter where you dey, make you support our BDF. Support Biafra. Don't support people where be say they won't buy you. Whether you be Biafran or not. If you know be Biafran, if you the OAU you get the money, support them. You go there happy for forever and ever. Your story go to talk. You have grandchildren. Then go talk about you with pride. You before you leave this world, you go no say you do the right thing. The joy will go there for your mind that yourself. No, that is ocean no you quench them. The joy will go there because you know saying alive you the same. You know, so make you know they among those where we say they very, very ignorant of jihad, because without lies, Islam dies. The greatest lie, threat against Islam is the truth. Bring the light. Make una get yourself educated with what is coming against you so that you can know how to deal with it. My people, make I not dwell too long in this thing, yeah? Thank you very much. Tutos, make I hear the mic here because I know say the talk sweeter for your mouth than my own.
No. That one an error. It's sweet for your mouth to pass my own. Wow. You had to break it down. You pieces it very well for Biafrans. We love having you here every time. The thing is sweet for your mouth, voila. Thank you so much, Rastaman. Biafrans just need to wake up. They are at our doorsteps and they have to support Biafra Republic government in exile. So check your X. I've sent hi to you right now. I've sent a message to you. And I also want to appreciate our two donors again. Our HOD of the listening session has given us 10 Ejema, and our brother Stanley has given us 10.30 Ejema. Thank you. Hey, today go hot too. So please, others, please kindly send me your receipt. I still have 3 people that have not received their receipt. Maybe this week they are not ready. They want to shift it for next week. It's all left for you. Now you know where they bite you. Thank you. We can always do carryover. So thank you so much, Rastaman. That was great. You see, Biafrans, we have great people in our space every time. And you should be proud of yourself belonging to the Biafra Republic government in exile. You know, I want to speak now directly to every Biafran listening to this space, because there are people who will ask, what does this have to do with us? What does a Borno state have to do with Biafra? What does a killing of Christians in the Middle Belt and the Northeast, Northwest, North-South have to do with Biafra territory? I want to tell you everything. The answer is everything, nothing more. You know, the trait that trait I've been talking about, you've seen I didn't want to spend too much time on it because it's something we've been talking over and over again. It's just that it connects to the topic and it will keep on connecting. That trait does not recognize your geography. You just have to know that it does not recognize your geography. It does not recognize your boundaries. The jihadi cells found in Enugu State, that was last year, December, they were not announced by Boko Haram. They were discovered quietly after months of establishment. Are you aware of that? And the Sadiku factions model that have been tolerating all these local behaviors, integrating the local bandits, building so many alliances before announcing itself. If you look at that model, it is a model that can operate anywhere there is poverty, anywhere there is ungoverned space, anywhere there is a security vacuum. And the Biafra land, Biafra territory, has been described by the terrorist Abuja as a terrorism hotspot since they designated us as terrorists, which they are stupid. And because of that, they just use that to justify their military operations in Biafra land, killing our people, eating them. So it does not recognize your geography. And there is a second connection that is even more direct to us. The Nigerian government that is presiding over the slaughter of Christians in the northern state is the same government that has used that label of terrorism against Biafrans in Biafra territory. That same government has jailed our leaders for broadcasting. That same government has expelled Alex for saying defend yourself. That same government that their defense chief invoked the Bible for Boko Haram killers, while that same government security forces conduct operation whatever they are calling in Biafra land. So the mechanism is very, very identical. Call the truth tellers divisive while they protect the killers. So this is why every Biafran should support the Biafra Republic government in exile and Voice of Biafra TV that was launched a few days ago. We have to support. There is nothing again that we can do than to support our government. Nothing more. I want to play this voice again because I want to talk on it. Hold on. Let me start from the one of yesterday.
One name. Maybe you should call him and ask him. Can call him and ask him. He's an elderly person. He's a father who is supposed to know how to put the house in order. You're supposed to make sure that there is equity and understanding and justice and peace. Because without justice, try to understand, then there is no peace. And a man has committed a lot of crime, including Madame Odonowu and Ruby Nadi. These people have acts contrary to the law of Biafran people, the law of the land. And Van have also committed the same act, saying that the bylaw and the charter of Biafran people should be trashed, should be put aside, that they are in agitation. So probably you should go and ask the hell out of them. Let it be clear that Emma has persistently continued to pursue his act of sabotage, trying to hide information from Biafran people, especially the cabinet. This is a cabinet that PM himself established. The corruption is growing and growing and growing. And we are watching.
Okay. Wait, I'm coming. Let's make the connections. Because when we were telling Biafrans to forget about these people, they did not take us seriously.
Of Biafra, or according to the bylaw of Biafra, or the laws of Biafra, I will never be the Minister of Information. It's not possible.
A few moments later.
We are in a freedom fight, not in a bylaw fight. We are what? In a freedom fight, not in a bylaw fight. That is now causing confusion to you. Bylaw, bylaw, that's law. Left law. According to the bylaw of Biafra, or the laws of Biafra, I will never be the Minister of Information. It's not possible.
A few moments later.
We are in a freedom fight, not in a bylaw fight. We are what? In a freedom fight, not in a bylaw fight. That is now causing confusion to you. Bylaw, bylaw, that's law. Left law.
Okay.
Biafra government in exile is a government.
It's an individual opinion. What binds us is going to be the charter of the Confederated State of Biafra. Whatever you see in that charter is what stands. That is what binds us. Irrespective of our differences, irrespective of wherever we come from, the charter becomes the law of Biafra until the Biafra Declaration. Whatever anybody say here is an individual opinion. What binds us is going to be the charter of the Confederated State of Biafra. Whatever you see in that charter is what stands. That is what binds us. Irrespective of our differences, irrespective of wherever we come from, the charter becomes the law of Biafra until the Biafra Declaration.
Now, compare that to what university has said in this video or audio. You see, at times you just need to stay calm and allow people to disgrace themselves. We played the first one yesterday and then the second one today. University say that there is a lot of corruption.
Let it be clear that Emma has persistently continued to pursue his act of sabotage.
Emma has persistently, not once, not twice, continued to, well, let me use his grammar, his word.
His act of sabotage.
His act of sabotage. I'm using this part because we'll soon end the space so that we rest before our fundraising will start, except we have people that want to contribute. Emma Mamugu, according to our brother Rich, persistently committed act of sabotage. Now, this was the same idiot when they broke out of Briggy. Their headlines and their keywords against the government of Briggy was that they are sabotaging. They are not following the laws in our charter. And we asked, what are these laws? Show us what we have done wrong. They did their best. We all know the story. But today, what has happened? The same people that castigated Briggy and said Emma was the holy of holiest, for them, is the one he has come up today to say that Emma has been sabotaging. Let me play it again. Okay, let me start from the first one so that we connect it.
One name. Maybe you should call Emma and ask him. You can call her Emma and ask him, an elderly person, say, Father, who supposed to know how to put the house in order. You're supposed to make sure that there is equity and understanding and justice and peace.
So it means that Emma has failed. Because he's using the word supposed to. So Emma has failed in his responsibility as a leader to lead them. And if you look at that group, they have so many leaders. You don't even know who to pick point and say, okay, this is the leader of this group. But according to them, Emma is there for them. So he's saying he's supposed to, meaning he has failed them. He's not doing exactly what he's supposed to do. So there is no justice and there is no peace. There is no equity. There is no understanding.
And justice and peace. Because without justice, without understanding, there is no peace.
Without justice and understanding, justice on who is the question everybody should ask. Justice on who? So it doesn't mean that some people get justice, some don't. And we know very well when a Nigerian, because these people are Nigerians, not Biafrans, anytime they are saying anything that connects with justice, it means that they have embezzled money. Yes, it's their member that said it, that they use the money to cook soup. So something is wrong somewhere, but that is not our problem. Why I'm saying this is, for those that they derailed, claiming that in their group they have professors, so everybody should follow them. They have professors, they have doctors. If you were misled by these people as a genuine Biafran, I want you to come back home. There is no other government that is fighting for your freedom than Briggy. When NKERE called Imam Madabo Achikote Ekwono, he did not make mistake. Wait, let me look for it. Because some people may say, when did he call Imam Madabo Achikote Ekwono?
He knew the long why, because he knew the plan he had. He knew the long battle. He told all these Achikote Ekwono, both Imam Madabo, all of us. All of us who Achikote Ekwono, including myself. I don't get it.
You see the time he now brought in our Prime Minister NKERE. They have forgotten about our Prime Minister because he is too busy for this gossip. He called the members of his team that resemble him and work with him and work for him. We have passed this level. They have forgotten about us because we are not in the same category anymore. He just said, okay, let him just add the name of our prime minister. Before he could even remember, he had to breathe in and breathe out. He summoned up courage to ask, to add his name. Ngozi is like them. Imam Madhabu is the Heshodi of the Achikote Ekwonu. Let me play it again. You see that it took time for him to add His Excellency Ogechukwu Nkere, so that it will not look as if he is exonerating our prime minister. So he just said, okay, let me add it. So that it wouldn't look as if he's doing well, following the charter, doing what he's supposed to do. So the rift did not start today. And while they were fighting in the inside, they came out with this picture that all was well with them. So for university to come out and tell you that corruption is ongoing, it means that all the money that you've given to these people is not accountable for. There's no accountability for it. Ada Onowu has embezzled your money. God bless our military, Prince Will, who came out and said, these people don't know what they are doing. He was with them. A life testimony from someone who is still living.
That was why, because he knew the plan he had, he knew the long battle, he told all these Achikote Ekwonu,
first, Ngozi Rabueze, because he knows that Ngozi Rabueze is a scam. He's calling them according to how they broke out from Briggy. So he still remember that the first person that is the #1 Achikote Ekwonu is Ngozi Rabueze, followed by his boss, Imam Madhabu. And now listen today what university is saying about Imam Madhabu, whether it corresponds to what Ajere said.
Maybe you should call him and ask him. You can call him and ask him. He's an elderly person. He's a father who supposed to know how to put the house in order. You're supposed to make sure that there is equity and understanding and justice and peace. Because without justice, without understanding, there is no peace. And a man has committed a lot of crime.
Did you hear that? That a man has committed a lot of crime. So when Ajere called him Achikote Ekwonu, it's with evidence. Full evidence. Achikote Ekwonu. He has committed a lot of crime. And the first statement this guy made, it shows that he is real the Achikote Ekwonu. So the first person who is their leader that has committed a lot of crime is a man. Let's listen to the second person.
Including Madame Odonowu.
Ada Onowu, their treasurer, the one who opened account and told Biafrans to pay money into that account, and she must be a signatory to that account, has also committed crime. Now, what will be the crime of a treasurer? Please, I need help. What crime can a treasurer commit? Can you hear me? Hello? Can anybody hear me? You can put in the comment section, I'll read it. What crime can a treasurer commit? If you're not available to speak, put it in the comment section, please. I'll read it. What crime can a treasurer commit?
It cannot be penalty for football field now. Na money you go chop, na money in embezzle.
Okay, very good. So I don't know who has embezzled money. There's a message here that he ran away from accountability gang of 2025. She's nowhere to be found for the past 5 weeks, and that is her problem. So that is the only, hold on, let me send the mic. So that is the crime of a treasurer, to embezzle money.
And Ruby Nadi, these people have acted contrary to the law.
Ruby Nadi, is the third person that have acted contrary to our laws. This person was supposed to be the Minister of Education that does not know the curriculum that Biafrans will use. Instead, all of them were interested in our money. The only functioning ministry in Brigi, they went there, cluster to destroy it. She couldn't give us the curriculum that Biafrans will use when we restore Biafra fully. So she is among those that have committed crime. The university is saying act, in the Bible, when they say in the very act. So it means they're still committing that crime till date. Wait.
These people have acted contrary to the law of Biafran people, the law of the land. And Bam have also committed the same act, saying that the bylaw and the charter of Biafran people should be trashed, should be put aside.
So the one of Vam is now put aside the bylaws. Why? Because he will be held accountable. So he's beginning to prepare escape route and said, no, push that bylaws aside, put the charter aside, that we are not in the freedom fighting, bylaw freedom fighting.
Why? Because he knew the plan he had.
No.
He knew the long battle.
No, wait, let me go to that one. So he's beginning to threaten people. Psychological warfare. He doesn't want to be held accountable. Why? Because he has been embezzling money, telling them he needs money to pay for subscription.
Oh, according to the bylaw of Biafra, or the laws of Biafra, I will never be the Minister of Information. It's not possible.
A few moments later.
We are in a freedom fight, not in a bylaw fight. We are what? In a freedom fight. In a bylaw fight. That is now causing confusion. You knew. Bylaw. Bylaw. What's law? Left law.
So that is what university is accusing him of. He's saying we should put away our bylaws, that our bylaws is causing confusion. Now I want to ask, when they broke away from Brigi, did they respect our bylaws? Is there any activity or any decision that they made that aligned with our bylaws? The answer is no. So they were the first people to trample on our bylaws before IJRE came up and said, Kaliwali bylaws. Take away bylaws. We are not here. We are not doing bylaws freedom fighting. So they started it, laid the foundation for IJRE. IJRE took it up from there. So when this idiot comes up now to accuse IJRE of disrespecting our bylaws, with the question his followers should ask is, who started it? All of them kicked against our bylaws and said that what we are doing was against the charter and was against our bylaws. And then we asked them, show us what we did wrong. They couldn't. So their king now is a fraud. Their king is not different from Tinubu. He has committed a lot of crimes. We are waiting to hear those crimes. Oh.
That they are in agitation. So probably you should go and ask the hell out of them.
So after hearing all those people that have committed crime, Emma or I don't know who, IJRE and Rubbish Nadi. Now let's really listen to what Emma is doing as a leader.
Let it be clear that Emma has persistently continued to pursue his act of sabotage, trying to hide information from Biafran people, especially.
So he said, let it be known, no, I have come out now to tell you I cannot protect this man again. Because before university will come out and make this comment, water don't pass Gary. That is coming out to tell you, them, their followers, not us, because we already know that the man was a scam. That the man is sabotaging the freedom of Biafrans. He said the man is hiding information from them. There's no information that Emma has, because Emma from day one was not doing anything. They designed this picture and painted it as if they were in charge. Now it has come to a stage and a time for Emma to prove what he has been doing. All the lies he has been telling them, back it up with evidence. Let's see. The only thing a man could do with Okoma was to bring a man who knows nothing about Biafra and gave the man title as envoy. And the man came to their program and disgraced them, because the man said they should pray. This is the man that they said, oh my God, he is an Iroko. This man has also made some people to go and start foundation within a twinkle of an eye. Eh? Because a man has nothing to offer. It is not that I'm dwelling on them. I want to let Biafrans that follow them to know that these people are not in charge. They don't have anything to offer. If you did not believe the words from Prince Will, what of this one that university is telling you? If you did not believe the one from Emmanuel Remujus, what of the one from Prince Will? What of this one? What of the one Ajere called their boss, Achikote Ekwonu? What will you say? They have split it. Some groups are calling this one idiot. Now, if you see what is happening, university is not, there is no professor in their group. There are no doctors in their group. So the professors now, they will soon split, because professor will tell a man now that is already a criminal that they know it all. And they will split again. Do not let these people split your funds. Come back and fund your freedom. Go to our website. They have nothing to offer. Now that it is like, have you seen them hosting spaces again? The answer is no. They have nothing to tell you again. They've told you all the lies, but there's no evidence to back it up. Ngozi has abandoned her own USB charger for election in Georgia. So where will you fall back to now? The only place is Briggy. Emma is committing sabotage.
Trying to essentially continue to pursue his act of sabotage. Trying to hide information from Biafran people, especially the cabinet.
What information? Emma is hiding and I don't know who embezzlement. Emma is hiding the weakness of their envoy, Joseph. Maybe envoy has told them again, let's do dry fasting this time around. And their people are asking, what is the next step? I thought you said today, tomorrow, Mazisa Manekpa will be released. Emma cannot tell them that Joseph said, let us do dry fasting. There is no accountability. There is no update from Finland anymore. And I now say, Emma, this is not what you told us. You even say that you'll be adding more people, more legal representative to that team. What is happening? University is crying now. University was the right-hand man, writing scripts, telling Emma what to do. Today, he's the one crying and lamenting that Emma is committing crimes. Emma is continuing his sabotage. That means Emma is not even willing to stop. And now if you look at their group, who is advising who? The answer is no. Ajare said the other time that he wants to form a new media team, and now they will be coming to space to host program. They cannot try that because we will diminish them. We will diminish them. We are here. If you had believed that university have brain and you followed him, come back. They deceived you. Have you seen any changes in Briggy? The answer is no. We are still forging ahead with progress every now and then. These people have nothing to show.
This is a cabinet that PM himself established.
He's calling themselves their own cabinet committee that was dismembered, committee that planned coup twice. How can you be working with criminals and expect results? So he has come out openly to tell you that Emma is the one sabotaging. Emma has been the green snake with all of them because they are like minds. Rubbish Nadi, he has called that she is committing crime. I don't know who is committing crime. He is avoiding calling Choma Okoma and the husband. Maybe because those ones have been sending him money in a asylum camp that he is. So he is afraid to mention their names. Hey, you, because he is in asylum camp. Those are the only two names, and that periwinkle mouth, Joy Irobi. They are in it together. Why is he avoiding mention? Because a man cannot be corrupt and Choma is not corrupt. I don't know who cannot be corrupt and Choma is not corrupt with the husband. Rubbish Nadi cannot be corrupt and periwinkle mouth is not. No. That group had died.
The corruption is growing and growing and growing.
Did you hear that? That the corruption is growing and growing and growing. Meaning that if you give them your money, it's gone to the pocket of Adaonowu, to the pocket of Imam Madabu, Joe Irobi, all of them. Joe Irobi will collect money from you and support Ngozi's election. Because she's the overall mother of what do they even call it? People's Club of Nigeria, Georgia branch. She is the overall mama. So imagine university telling you that the corruption is growing and growing and growing. What does that mean? Have you seen why our brother Prince will run away and say, no, I am a Biafran, I must go back home? And it did not end in him making video. He had to back it up with a written article and say, go back to Briggy. I salute you, my brother. You earn our respect. He said, go back to Briggy. That is where it is happening. So how can university come out and tell you that the corruption is growing and growing and growing? Water don't pass, Gary. IJR has collected money so many times to renew subscription. It is not accountable for nothing. And if you go to that group, none of them is donating money because they know that the money is not going anywhere. Have you ever seen them make donation? The answer is no. It's when they catch new fish will fall into their trap. They all make audio donation, which will trigger you to donate, and you think that all is that glitter there is gold because you see some fake professors and fake doctors there. They don't donate money. Corruption is growing and growing and growing.
Corruption is growing and growing and growing. The corruption is growing and growing and growing. And we are watching.
You see? The only thing they can do is to watch. University has not donated anything. After watching, what will be the next thing? The group would collapse. If there is no account, as he rightly said, they don't have peace because there is no justice. That corruption is growing and growing and growing and growing. Why are they not publishing the corruption as they were playing and rubbishing the name of our prime minister? Why are they hiding it? Why are they hiding the corruption going on there? But time is coming that they will publish it. Mama, Reg, hold on. Mama came before you. Minister Betty, come to welcome. Are you there?
I beg, are they very engaged? I beg.
Which one now? I don't understand. Should I give you or should give to Mama?
I beg, make you give me first. This if I not get much data like that, I beg.
Okay, okay. Mama, please just give him a few minutes. Thank you. Go ahead with him.
Okay, our mommy, Ada Betty Ford, thank you very much for allowing me to speak. I beg. In fact, the way it is right here now, it could be like say these people they don't increase data now. You buy data, whether they fast forward that, everything don't finish. Understand? So please, I'm very sorry to you, our dear mother, Ada Betty Ford. Thank you for allowing me to speak, and to you, Madam Tutors, thank you for the great enlightenment, the great education. Greetings to you, great dear fans that are here present. Ancestral, it's been a while I saw you, and Solomon, our Rastaman, big salute to you, sir, and to our dear mother, Eunice, to the honorable ministers, and every honorable comrade that is here present, Biafrans, freedom lovers, and friends of Biafra. I say thank you for keeping the fire burning. Thank you for remaining steadfast and consistent. This is the spirit that our leader told us to be consistent as consistency personified. This is the only way we can get the freedom we most desire. And I really want to say a very big thank you. A very big thank you to our dear Prime Minister, His Excellency, Mazi Ogechukwu Kere, my woman, and to our first and former Prime Minister, His Excellency, Mazi Simon Epa, who is leading from the front line today, as well as our Supreme Leader Onyedu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Ohamadike one, the man that kindled the fire of freedom to our hearts. And today we are all awake, speaking one language, which is the language of freedom. And one advice I want to give to our people is that we must not give up no matter what happens. Even though there are thousands, even though there is one person here listening or two persons, or there are thousands of people here listening, we must not give up. When our leader was speaking, he was the only one speaking, you understand? He would speak for hours and hours. He never gave up, hoping that thousands or millions of people here listening. When the people were few, he was still there. And this is the spirit that is being exhibited by our people, by the likes of Madam Sucho.